Hello everybody, my name is Byron and welcome back to a different kind of video today. So you're used to seeing me standing in our survival world, definitely not with an elytra and definitely not with netherite armor and shulker boxes and all of this fun stuff. But today, not sure if any of you saw the community post tab that I made, but the episode 4, our survival world, actually ended up getting corrupted. Super annoying. I spent 2 hours piecing the video together and I built an entire new building and did terraforming in not one video, and well, it decided not to work out. As I was exporting, it would not export onto my computer, and I tried to troubleshoot it and it would just not work. So unfortunately, there is now a building in the survival world that you did not see get built. In replacement of that video, I decided that we're gonna do a little tour of my 800-day survival world. That is right, I've been on this world for 800 days creating and building many different things. And yeah, so I wanted to show you. Now if we go to the day counter, which I can never find. Okay, here it is, day 879. So it's actually almost on 900 days now, you know. So yeah, we're gonna take a little tour. You can kind of see it in the distance. This is my little starter house. And I have this little loft. As you can see, I'm a fan of lofts. Then we have a little kitchen, and then you come down here and it has all of my old stuff. There's a lot of things, like my first wooden pickaxe is still in here. And yeah, so it's not super special. It's just this cute little starter house that I made when I first obviously started. No cows in here now. They've been relocated. And then I also made this little bridge because I believe I started this when the Caves and Cliffs came out, and I was super excited to use deep slate, so I made a bridge as my first thing. So moving on, you can probably see I started this little village over there. Of course did not finish it because I did not want to finish it. But I am starting to work on it again. You can see I extended the dock right there. So yeah, so this is it so far. Made this super tiny bridge, so if you're in a normal sized boat, you can still get through. And then I have this guy right here. And there is a little entrance onto the dock like this, which I think is looking really nice. But you come through here, and I love the way that this turned out. And you come up the stairs, and I have my first enchanting room back over here. So yeah, you come in here. Super well done, you know. I don't know why those diamond leggings are there, but they are. I have these ones for Swift Sneak, and then I have all of my armor that I typically have. Then you come up here. It's just this cute little area with a chimney and another little balcony where you can see everything. And then if we come back down here, you could probably have seen it from the window, but there is a little crane sitting right here with, you know, some stuff on it, which I think turned out really cool. And then this right here is it's like a bar and tavern. I'm a big fan of making taverns for some reason. But yeah, so there's this cool little patterns on the floor. I actually don't know why there's an X on the floor. Oh, I think it's supposed to be like a dance floor, like in the middle, you know. So you come right here, and then if you need to stay for the night, I don't know why it's behind the counter, you can. So there's a little fireplace, you know, and you can come over here, and there's the different rooms. And I actually like the way this build turned out. You'll notice a very typical problem with me, and that is that I never put wax on my copper. They just exist, but except for these ones, I'm pretty sure I did those. But yeah, so eventually there's gonna be stuff right here, and I'm starting to work on the more village. Actually, it's more of the city rather than the village. The village is over that way, which we'll get to in a little bit. But over here, this is one of my first builds that I made on this world, and this is the spider farm. So if you so wish, you can come up here, and there's just coal and stuff and a little bit of hay. But then, obviously, if you need spiders, then you can come down here, and here's a little spider farm. So a lot of spider eyes, for sure, like a lot. But yeah, so, and there were swords in there at one point, but no, there's not. Now I just use my normal sword. So now, if we come back over here, I'm trying to not use my elytra so I don't spoil anything, but I'll use it for a second. Because this build, as you can see, I started working on a custom forest. Because obviously the birch forest, there's been talk that it's going to get redone. So I decided that I was going to redo it. As you can see, it's not a finished project. And the trees look a little weird. I don't know why my brain decided to mix what pine trees look like with birch, but whatever. I still think that it turned out pretty good. And you can walk through here, and there's a nice little waterfall that turned out looking really cool. Really, really cool. But yeah, so this is my little custom forest. And then you can see that in the distance, but you can come down here and walk along the path, which takes you to the village. And along with that, there's a path that goes through as well, that goes down there with a random bed that I guess lives there. But you may notice this building right here, and this right here is an automatic storage system. That's right, I took the time to make all of this, and all of this is automatically sorted. I do have an iron farm, which made it a lot easier, and as you could tell, I definitely have an iron farm, because I was working on that village, right? Also, I love the way that the roof turned down here. But anyways, I was working on the village for a long time, right? And it's in distance of the iron farm. So I was just getting iron the entire time I was building this. So this is my village, and I want to show you a few different things that are put in here. First, we got some little terraforming, which I did end up doing in our world, but obviously that won't be shown on video ever, and you'll just see it next time. But yeah, so super cool terraforming, and I decided right here as well that you could just sit out and look across. So my big idea for this was to have as many fields as possible, because it's like the farming area. Yeah, so there's a little vineyard right here to fill in space, and these are my automatic pumpkin and melon farms. So I have all the pumpkins in there, and then I couldn't figure this stupid thing out, so now the melon's just sitting there. Then I can press the button over and over and over again. But yeah, and then along within here there is a little greenery that covered up the floor, because you could see as you can hear the pistons, you can see the pistons through it. So then walking through here, this is my automatic cactus farm. I don't know what I'm ever gonna do with this amount of cactus. It's actually ridiculous how much cactus I have, but it's just there. Okay, so then walking through here, super nice area. So this is my automatic cow farm, which works pretty good. I try to do a lot of automatic stuff so I don't have to like suffer and wait for forever. Okay. And then coming down here, there's this super cute little, what's called like an overhang to eat. And this is attached to, yet again, another tavern. But this tavern was like the first part of this village, and I really enjoyed it. I have noticed that I've come a lot farther in building since the series started, even though, you know, there's not very much. But yeah, so it's super nice in here. I think I have my brightness up. Yeah, let me turn that down. Okay, just to add a little bit more mood lighting, you know. But then you can come down here. There's our little wine barrels in here. And then these are rooms. Once again, I like to have rooms. Obviously, it's a tavern, so it's going to have rooms and a bar. But, you know, because if you can't make it home, then that's there. But yeah, so then you come out here. And so this is kind of where the village really starts. But I'll start with this building. So this is the, like, Weaver, I think it's called. And so there's a lot of different banners in here and wool, and then up here is just like more storage. So I really tried to make it feel super cluttered and look really nice. And then you may hear them all, but this is my sheep area. Yeah, so I made this massive rainbow, had all 16 colors, and made it look super cool. And then over here, why are these here? Oh, for shears. I have a lot of shears over here. But yeah, you can see all the different kinds of wool that I have. And there's 12 of each sheep, I believe. Probably would make more sense if I had 16 in each, but there are 12 in each of these, and that's a lot of sheep. So yeah, so moving down over here, this is the little church area with the bell at the top, and you come in here, and here it is. So yeah, it's just super cool in here, and I keep all my enchanted books in here. So these are all feather falling, I believe. Yeah, and then we have Silk Touch. Is this Efficiency 5? Nope, more Silk Touch, and then Efficiency 5, and I'm pretty sure Sharpness, or Unbreaking, or something like that. But these guys are all in here, because after trading with all the villagers, oh, I needed room for those. But yeah, so there's a little stand right here for the Weaver, and then a honey one as well. And while we're over here, let's go ahead and take a look in here. So this is the little pot area, so you can come in here and buy all your pots and plants. And I really like this room. This like broke up all the red, which I think looks really cool. Yeah, and then you come out over here, and while we're here, let me take a sleep in the tavern since we're just right here. And now we can move on to the next building. So this one is the little like the amethyst and like kind of magic shop, if you will. There's a cauldron and another enchanting table, crying obsidian, and just stuff like that, you know. And I think, yeah, it's just bottles because I couldn't be bothered. But yeah. And then if you come over here, this is the little candle shop. So, and honey, of course. So there's a few different things in here. And I don't think, yeah, nothing in those books. They're just there for decoration. But I like the way that this house turned out. And then, as you can see over here, this is the open range bee farm. So it's just looks like people care to the hives, and I think, yeah, there's a lot of honey in here. But this is just the open range bee farm because I couldn't be bothered to make it automatic. Yeah, coming in here, I think I showed you a little bit of this, but there's another pot shop with all the different shards that I have, and then there's a plant one as well. And I think I missed it, but up over here, yeah, there's an ore one and a farming one. And so you can walk along on this side as well. Try to have it super like you can travel really around anywhere that you want. So if we come over here, you can see the little stable area. So I have a couple horses in here. This is my main horse that I use. And I also have the bone one. And I think it'd be cool to get either a mule or a donkey in that one. Yeah, and then this is the little stable boy's hut. So he comes in here and does his work. And then he has his little bedroom with the hay. You know, has his little bed and storage and stuff like that. And then if we come down over here, you can see this cool little guy, which is the wagon repair shop. So there's a wagon in here that's currently being worked on. I think the wheel, yeah, is what's being worked on. And then this is where the same guy lives. And there's a little kitchen, a nice balcony to sit on, and of course the bedroom, which I think turned out looking super nice. And then there's a little anvil out here. And then one of my favorite little pathways to walk through is this one right here. I think it looks super nice with the banners that are hanging up right there and just all the flowers. And yeah, and so you may be noticing one of the bigger builds of this world, and that is my massive cathedral. Now this guy was built before all of this, and well, let's just say it took a long time. I think it was before I had an elytra as well. So I only had scaffolding to get me through this, but it is massive. And the reason for it being so massive, if you could tell by these, this is my villager trading hall. So this is the longest ongoing project. It's a little bit more complete now, but oh yeah, and this little area is kind of cool. So it's themed around kind of having more magics, because the lore of the world is that this is powering, or this isn't powering, this village is powering the magic for here, and all of that fun stuff. So you come in here, and I just finished the roof, and it turned out looking super cool. And I have all of these diamond sets that I traded with the villagers to make it look cool. But yeah, I just finished the roof, and in here it looks super cool. It's definitely one of my more favorite areas, and as you can see, there are just so many villagers that are all maxed out, you know, and I cured them all. So I got all of these diamonds for very cheap, so that's why they're just standing. Obviously, they're not good. They're just there. So yeah. And then the people that I've traded with the most are definitely these, because I have the pumpkins and the melons. I believe I still have pumpkins. Yeah, I have a few pumpkins left in here. So this is where I get my main source of emeralds, and as you can see, I have a lot. I have a lot of emeralds just from trading and doing all of that. And of course I get all my books from these guys. This is my mending villager. 1 emerald is crazy, right? And then looting for this one, sharpness for that one, sweeping edge, silk touch, efficiency 4, fortune, and feather falling. So all of these guys are here, and yeah, so I really like the way that this building turned out. It's definitely one of my most favorite ones. But now we move on. There was a village over here that I definitely ruined. I made it go away. As you can see, I marked, oh, there's a cave down here. That's what I marked. But anyways, so now we're gonna move on to something that I decided to do for fun to get blocks. And as you can see, this is my iron farm over here. I guess I could show you this really quick. Sorry, I had to check my elytra. So this is my iron farm, one of the best ones that you can make. And if we head down here, there's probably going to be iron down in here because, yeah, you can see them working right now. And so I have so many poppies. Yeah, not that much iron. I just recently cleaned it out before I moved over to the opposite end of my world that I'm working on. So if we head up over here, I want to show you something. Now this took a long time to make. It's all the way up over here, and you can kind of see it curving in the distance, and you can get a nice view of everything that I have. So up here, right? First of all, I have some imprisoned allays because I don't know what to do with them, so they just kind of sit in there. Yeah, I found a mansions and just stole them. So this is my rocket. Now, this took so long. I think this is 47 blocks tall, right? Something like that. And I just did it for blocks, and I had my beacon right here as well. And I decided, I was like, okay, I'm going to make a rocket. Since I need all these blocks, then I might as well just make one. So I looked up a picture of the NASA rocket and did the best I could to recreate it. And I think it looks super cool. Like, this turned out looking really nice. And if we come in here, this is the bulk storage system. You know, I had to show off how rich I am. But this is the bulk storage because of how much I got. So the stone, I don't think I'm ever going to run out of stone again. Like, it goes all the way to here, and then the cobblestone goes to here, and these are all my random stones. And then I think, yeah, quite a bit of dirt. So yeah, so there's a lot of grass in here, a lot of copper in here, and that's because I found a tryout chamber. Since I have villagers that are just waiting at my command, I made a new cartographer and traded until I got the map for it. And then I have all my potions, my discs, which came from a lot of stuff, and then these are my building blocks. This is my, it looks like I play factions because of all of this, but this is all my loot that I have from when I raided end cities and the trial chamber, so there's quite a lot in here. And then terracotta and glass, I believe, yeah. And then if you come over here, these are just my different wood types. There's a lot of different woods, and then these are my miscellaneous chests, so there's just so much random crap in here. I believe, yeah, this is all my armor and stuff that I had to trade with villagers to level them up. But yeah, so I think that's about it for builds. Now you may have noticed that I have a lot of shulker boxes. I'm not sure if we passed by the massive like swarm that I have of them. Like, I have a massive amount, but that is because I have a shulker box farm, which literally, it's actually ridiculous how long this took to make. But yeah, as you can hear it's kind of working. It doesn't work very good unless I'm over here. Yeah, I have 8 in there right now. So yeah, it works really good. It never stops running. It runs when you're away. The rates are just really low when you're not there. But yeah, so I believe that that's it for this world. There is so much. Like, it feels like it obviously took a lot longer to build and get everything together, especially when you take into account of like needing all the iron for this guy. And just all the blocks, especially that cathedral. That cathedral probably took like 100 days alone. And then if you want, I could show you the behind the scenes of this guy. Yeah, so there's a lot of hoppers. You just put it in there. So many filler blocks. It took so many levels to name them all. But yeah, so this is all the redstone behind this guy. And yeah, but I think that's it. So as you can see, when I was thinking about my first episode, it was definitely hard to like say goodbye to having to be able to fly and have everything at my disposal and just be always able to build stuff. Oh yeah, and then this is my little coast. Sorry I didn't show that. But yeah, it was super nice. And then over here is my massive beacon area and my dog. This is Buddy. What a good name. But yeah, this is my dog. And then this is my mound of shulker boxes, which I have so much stuff in here. My iron chest is crazy. So many stones, and yeah, I went and grabbed a bunch of tuff, and there's just a lot. There's a lot here. And I think, yeah. But yeah, so I hope that you did enjoy watching this video. I definitely enjoyed giving the tour. I love this world. It's a lot of work was put into this world, right? As you could tell. And I love spending time on it, so I'm really glad that I was able to share what I do when I'm not doing the original series, you know, with the sun going down. Let's go. Oh my goodness, I suck. Just show it off. Yeah. As you can see, it's super cool, super lit up, And I love this world, for real. But I hope that you did enjoy the video and enjoyed taking a little tour of my world as I get the other one figured out. And unfortunately, yeah, I'm not going to have very much time, you know, to get a new one out. But hopefully next episode I will have, or next week I will have the next episode out. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, go ahead and stick around and watch for the video where I build. Are you serious right now? You're really going to be right here while I'm trying to end the video. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, stick around and watch out for the next episode of the survival series. And if you want to see me build more like this, then stick around, because one day we're going to get to the point where builds like this are going to become a lot easier. But yeah, hope you have a good one, and thanks for watching. Bye!